One of the most asked questions we're getting from real estate investors right now is, when is the short-term rental market going to return to normal? We know that you guys are being hit with cancellations, months out, last-minute cancellations. People are not communicating. They're demanding refunds in full. It's hard to run a short-term rental business right now during this COVID-19 crisis. Not to mention Airbnb, VRBO, those sites are difficult to get a hold of right now. They're not really offering a whole lot of support. In fact, they're laying off staff of their own due to the crisis. So what are you gonna do as a short-term rental business owner to get through this crisis? Everybody wants to know, when is it gonna get back to normal? When am I gonna start seeing the numbers that I used to see when everything was normal? Unfortunately, the answer to that question is complicated. First off, they need to lift the emergency orders and restrictions that they have in place, but for the short-term rental owner, it has to be more than that. You're gonna have to wait for consumer confidence to return so people are comfortable going on vacation again and spending their money in your short-term rental property. Once it's lifted and people get back to work, I think the priority is going to be digging out of the financial hole that they got into when they weren't able to work. So we're probably looking at 3, 4, 5, 6 months before that confidence returns in the consumer's mind. So can you survive that long? What are you going to do? There are options, there are strategies. So we're talking to a lot of short-term rental property owners, and we are assisting them in figuring out how to survive this crisis. One thing that you absolutely cannot do is nothing, because if you just do nothing, you will get left behind. You will not collect any income. You have real expenses that you are faced with as a business owner. As a business owner myself, I know that we constantly have to pivot and make little corrections based on the business climate that we're presented with. Most of the time they're small, sometimes they're really big. In your case, the bottom fell out of the short-term rental market. And now you have to make a huge pivot on what you're gonna do to survive. That's why we're down here in beautiful Ventura on the beach this morning. We have a pretty vibrant vacation rental community here in Ventura, and it survives on the summer season. And we're on the cusp of not having a summer season for vacation rentals, which would be very bad. So what's your plan? What is your options? One option that we're seeing that we're actually helping a lot of people like yourself with is converting your short-term rental to a long-term rental. Understand that this is a defensive move. This is just to get you through this uncertainty and back to where you want to be renting your property out short-term. What does that look like? You need to create some cash flow to cover your expenses while you wait this out. One thing you can consider, which we're helping people with, is taking a vacation from your vacation rental business. Turn it over to a professional property management company. Let us worry about advertising, showing, taking applications, screening them, collecting rent, dealing with maintenance, dealing with after-hours emergency maintenance, doing the accounting, the bookkeeping, the tax work at the end of the year. Let a professional property management company do that for you while we wait out this COVID-19 mess, and then when it all passes, if you want, you go right back to short-term rental. Nobody knows how long this is going to take. It could be 6 months, it could be a year. But if you pivot your business so you can survive, you will be around so you can get back to normal, which is what all of us want to do. If this sounds compelling to you, or you want to have a conversation on what this looks like, reach out to us. We're Rincon Property Management. We're here to help. I just want to say one thing. I see some short-term rental property owners that just post their property as a long-term, but they leave everything the same. That's not a strategy that we're seeing working, because long-term renters have certain needs that short-term properties don't necessarily fill. So contact us, let us have the conversation, and we can all get through this and get back to normal. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube page so you can see how we're helping other owners of properties get their income back and their cash flow back to a steady state. Hope you're having a good day.